My pleasure.
Hey, it was great having you. And listen, talk to Rob as soon as you want to come back on and have the dwarf Gimli on. We're really excited. Thank you.
Okay, sounds good.
Bye, Candios. Okay, hardcore news straight ahead, but there's some history for you. I love it, so that's why we covered it.
Enemy lines, the information war continues. It's Alex Jones and the GCN Radio Network.
Okay, I'm going to take call after call at 1-800-259-9231, 1-800-259-9231. For 5 minutes, huge new breaking swine flu news that is in the San Francisco Chronicle. But it's from decades ago, a key piece of the puzzle coming up. And I'm going to do a news blitz and announce at the end of the show 2 new films being released today. 2 new films being released today that I've made, that we've made here in this office. 2. Not 1, not 2. I've been saying 1, but it's really 2. So big surprise coming up in the show. Let's go right now to Sam and Mass. Sam, thanks for holding it on the air. Hello, Sam.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
All right, hey, I wanted to touch on the purpose of the GPS census workers. As we are all aware, 140,000 census workers have been sent to every position stop points. Now, we already have a GPS.
That's phase 1. They admit they don't ask you questions. It's for the phase 2, but it's for SWAT teams and others and for the feds to know where you're at. It's for Homeland Security. That's admitted. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, I have my own theory. So there really is no need to pay 140,000 workers to redo a job that's already cataloged. Simply put, they have this information already, except they have to do step A and B to get to C. They want C in a single database, your location, your neighbor's location, to track a waypoint system. The only reason they would need this is for a computer system or a computer program. When the swine flu breaks out this winter because people choose to get the virus with their yearly flu vaccine, trading liberty for death, I believe this winter they've learned from the Holocaust. They will not be coming to your house, forcing you from your home, putting you in jeeps with men and guns, saying like MTV likes to show the public it can happen today. No, Alex, they'll come to your house in unmanned vehicles and every day playing soothing noises like an ice cream truck. They will circle the neighborhoods of America and over loudspeaker announce medical attention, food, water, and safety if people board the trucks and take them to FEMA camps. They cannot enforce the New World Order without this virus, without this pandemic. They don't need to take our guns. They will let their worries rot in the streets and take their worries, to government facilities where obviously you can't bring your guns with you.
Sir, well said, and you should write an article about that. Sounds like you did write one. Send that to us. We'll post it, because that is one of the things in their fist. They have a fist with 10 cards or so in it. And as I said back on March 5th, a month plus before it got released, I said nukes, war with Pakistan or Iran, more staged terror attacks like 9/11, a staged flu outbreak, whether real or just hype, that was in their fist of things that they could do. And I said it was a manufactured virus when it broke out, and now they've had to admit that. And then I predicted they would then say, oh, it will mutate later and be deadly, take your shots. And now they're saying that. I just know the enemy. And if they think we're going to be sold on this and we'll go along with this, they are going to go ahead with it. But the #1 videos on YouTube, Google, and all the other top video sites everywhere. You heard Watson earlier on the big search engines, where they list the top searches. It's Infowars.com. It's Alex Jones. We're in the top 50 now of things being searched on the web. When you look at that, you understand we were actually countering them. And that's why they went through YouTube and just blasted every video where I was talking about swine flu, because I was exposing that, and I appreciate your call, which shows we've got a chance. They wouldn't be erasing what I do if it wasn't hurting them. And I'm nobody. I'm just some aggressive person that's got a half-decent brain that isn't putting up with slavery. Now, there's folks a lot smarter and better looking and tougher than I am and got more money than I do. What are you doing sitting on your fat butt? Well, you've decided it's not your job to fight tyranny. You've decided you're not going to be involved in that. Folks, we have no future if you don't see yourself in that role as a freedom fighter against tyranny. Let's go and take another call here. Joshua in Michigan. You're on the air, Joshua. Go ahead.
Oh, thanks so much, Alex, for taking the call. You know, I've been a big fan for a long time through the work that you did and Jason Burmis. You guys really woke me up a few years ago. I started doing my homework. And I really want to empathize with them taking down your 2 YouTube channels, or the one that was the Alex Jones channel and the Infowars.
Channels run by other people. I call Nate Evans up and go, you have a director account. Can we use it? And he says, oh, I loaded your videos up. They suspended my director account and didn't even say copyright infringement.
No, me too. You know, I had a YouTube channel by the name of Anonymous Patriot USA. I put together a chemtrails documentary.
I remember that. I remember your channel.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I put together the Ultimate Chemtruth documentary that is up on your Infowars.dk site is part of the 4 top chemtrails documentaries, and I feel so flattered that you guys recognize the contribution that I made. And I just tried to compile all of the mainstream news footage I could find on chemtrails and the links to Morgellons, the Rents interview, because in December of 2007, I started noticing it and videotaping it and becoming a big proponent of getting the truth out there and putting the dots together. And I've got a new one that's called Chemikill, the movie, and it's got even more extended news coverage and background history. Chemikill, C-H-E-M-A space K-I-L-L.
Well, you know, I'm making a chemtrail film / eugenics film as well. That's the next thing I'm doing after this next Obama deal we're working on. So please collaborate with us, or anything you think we could use. Get it to us. I need everybody to help me. God bless you, and I appreciate your call, Joshua. I talked to all these callers for 10 hours, but if I'm actually going to get to you, I got to move. Jason in Wisconsin, you're on the air. Go ahead. Next door to Michigan. Go ahead.
Yes, thank you. Hey, I was wondering, Watts was talking earlier about the white vans being labeled as terrorists, and I thought that was kind of funny because I would think that would be something they'd want to look for, considering 9/11. That was exactly what the terrorists were using from Israel that I documented so well in the film Missing Links.
Well, certainly there was an Israeli company that was there in white vans, and I had the police chief on from Bergen County. They have police chiefs in the county. It's like 5-6 years ago. That interview's out there on the web. And I had him on about how he said everybody should be forced to take a microchip. And somebody called in the network and said, that's the same police chief that arrested the Israelis jumping up and down. They left New York. There was an APB out, and he got them. And then he said, yeah, no, it's true, but I'm not going to talk about it. And so absolutely, you know, that's what Fabled Enemies, Jason's film, gets into that as well. Okay, thank you, Jason. Anything else from Wisconsin?
No, that's it. Thank you.
Okay. Let's go ahead and talk to Greg in Florida. Greg, you're on the air. Go ahead.
How you doing, Alex?
Good.
Hey, I wanted to let you know I called Congressman Rooney's office. He's my local senator, congressman, whatever, and I asked him about the MIAC report because I'm a former military veteran myself, and I told him it kind of scared me that this was coming out, and he told me to take it with a grain of salt, that not to take anything too seriously coming out of this administration. Well, this is kind of the country I live in. I can't really take it with a grain of salt, man. But
well, that's what they tell you. You know, we're passing laws to where if you're a conservative, you're not going to be allowed to own guns anymore. I mean, they have the bill introduced with the White House Chief of Staff on tape saying, if we list you as an extremist, you are not allowed to own guns anymore. We're going to have a national list. It's now happening. They got 1,100,000 innocent Americans on the fly list. Now they've got the 4 million on the crime list. This is the model I've been telling you for years they were going to use, and it's happening, and they say, shh, shh, shh. So there's a couple bills moving through Congress fast, look like they may pass, to arrest you if somebody says you hurt their feelings on the Internet with a federal felony. It's okay. Going to prison is not a big deal. Having no free speech is freedom. And, yeah, we're trying to pass laws to have fairness doctrine, and yeah, we're trying to pass bills where the Attorney General can ban any guns he wants. We have the bill number. And the national media goes, these crazy people like Alex Jones says that Obama wants your guns. So, see, they use psych warfare. As they're trying to take them, they say, we're not taking your guns. Now hand them over. And you're like, what are you talking? What's the mind game here, Mac? They go, just give us the gun, please. Give us the gun. Anything else?
One more just tidbit. I'll tell you, it's been 6 years since I've been out of the military, and they used to line us up and give us shots all the time. They never even told us what it was that they were shooting us with.
And it was illegal for them to give you smallpox and anthrax shots because people say, well, you're in the military, you have no rights. No, if it's an experimental, unapproved vaccine, they, by law, have to get your consent, but they force troops to take it, and that's why the troops have such a higher cancer level than any other group of people.